Class 6, Chapter Sorting Materials into Groups, dated 27th May 2020. Hello students, welcome you back to the science class. I hope you all are at the pink of health. Right students? So dear students, as you all know that we have already started the new chapter, Sorting Materials into Groups. Yes? So today in this video, we shall be discussing about the properties of materials, alright, under which we shall be discussing about these two properties, appearance and hardness. Clear? So, before we get into the depth of today's topic, let us recapitulate what we have done in the previous video. So in the previous video, students, we have discussed about the different types of object, okay, and the materials which are used to make different objects. I have discussed on these two topics in the previous class. I hope you all have understood that class. Yes. So dear students, today here we shall be discussing the properties. Okay, properties means the characteristics of different materials which helps them to decide which material has to be used for making which objects. Clear? So, before we start, let's check the objectives of the day. The objectives are to make the students aware with the different properties of the materials, to make the students understand that properties of materials decides their uses. So now let's start the topic of the day. Clear? So children, before we start this, okay, I want you all to give the answer to this particular question. Okay, here I have written one question. Is it possible to hold water in a piece of cloth? So, what will be the answer? Do you think that it is possible to hold water in a piece of cloth? It is not at all possible. I would say it's impossible because we cannot make any tumbler with a piece of cloth. Rather, we need the tumbler which are made up of the glass or with the plastic to hold the water. Now, why we use the glass tumbler or the plastic beaker or bottle, you can say, for holding the water? What is the special thing about it? It is nothing but the property of the glass or the property of the plastic bottle. We can see that the cloth, okay, the cloth is porous in nature. If you put water in the cloth, what will happen? The water will drip down. Yes, it will fall because it is having pores. But if we keep water in the beaker, we can store that. It will not fall, or rather it will not come out of the beaker because the nature or the characteristic of the beaker is that it is non-porous. Means the material is non-porous. So you see children, for this properties plays a vital role in deciding its use. So now we are going to discuss about the different properties of different materials which decides their use. Okay, which decide their uses in different, you can say in different fields. Clear? So now let us discuss the first property. So the first property is appearance. Alright, this is the first property. So now what do you mean by appearance now? What is appearance? Appearance means the way in which an object looks like. Okay, suppose this is a pen. This pen is appearing to me as a cylindrical object. Yes, so this is its appearance. And this pen or this marker, okay, it's non-lustrous, I can say. It is not shiny. This is also the another appearance, means another characteristic. Is that clear? So I mean to say that these properties are nothing but the characteristics which really decides the use of those materials. Now think of, if suppose I want to make some jewelries, alright, is it possible for me to make the jewelries out of iron strip, or is it possible to make the jewelry from a golden strip? So which metal I would prefer? Definitely I would prefer the metal what? Gold, isn't it? Why? Because the gold is shiny in nature. It has a luster, alright? But the iron is not having that luster. So this is the reason why I shall be using gold for making the jewelry. So I hope you understood the importance of the property of the material. Yes? So the shining property is only, it will decide that which metal has to be used for making the jewelry. Dear students, so now let us take some other example. So when I talk of appearance, I have to discuss these two words. Okay, so different objects, they appears to be different in terms of their shade also. I mean shining capacity. Clear? So you see, I have some examples. I have kept some examples right out here. This group of objects, you can see children, this group of objects, they have a shine. They are shining. Yes, they are lustrous objects. Let me pick up this, the steel container. Okay, you can find the steel container is shining. Yes, it is shining. This is lustrous. You can take this strainer. I hope this is very common thing. Okay, every one of us is having this at home. Yes. So the strainer also, you see children, this handle, this is a metallic handle. Okay, and this rim you see, this is also metallic and it is shining now. So these are lustrous. Okay, I hope you understood that this is lustrous. Now, again I have a beautiful example, this watch. Okay, this watch you see, this watch, the strip is metallic again. You can see this is shining. Alright, this is again example of lustrous object. Clear? So here, now moving on to this side students, these materials, you just have a look. These are, is it shining? Is it shining? No, it's not shining. It is what? It's a wooden piece. So it's non-lustrous. Clear? So, yeah, again we can take the example of this cup. This is made up of ceramic. It's not so much shiny like the steel utensils or vessels you can say. Okay, so this is also non-lustrous. So I mean to say that it is this property of the material which decides that this material has to be used for making the steel utensils only. Clear? So this is very important. So I hope you have understood this. Now moving on to the next property. Some materials are again hard and soft. So the next property is hardness. Now what do you mean by hardness? So hardness means something very rigid. Okay, very much rigid and tough. Clear? So this is the another property of some materials. Now some materials are even when we talk of some hard materials, we need to also discuss about some soft materials as well. Alright. So under this topic, let us discuss the hard and soft materials. What do you mean by this hard materials or the soft materials? Now hard materials means what the materials which cannot be compressed. Say for example a stone. Okay. Will you able to compress the stone? Compressing means what? Pressing between the two palms. Will you able to compress the stone? Not at all. Okay, it's not possible at all, I would say. So that is a very hard object. So I have an example here. Suppose I take this wood as an example for the hard object. Okay, now is it possible for me to press this? Okay, am I able to press this? No, this is not getting compressed, you see. This is as it is. Rather, I am getting pain. I am feeling pain only while I am trying to press it. Okay, it is not at all compressible. I cannot compress. So it's a hard object. Clear? Now again, if we can take the example of this. Again, this utensil. Okay, steel utensil. If I try to compress it, it's not possible. Clear, students? So this is hard. Okay, so the characteristic is hard. The property of this material is hard. Clear? So now, here, this is what? Perhaps we all are aware. This is what? This is cotton. So this cotton, you see, I can compress it. So this cotton is a soft material. Likewise, we have other examples like the sponge. You must have seen the sponge. If we take the sponge and we compress between the two parts, it will also get compressed. That is soft material. That is the reason why these cottons, we are using it in the cushions, okay, in the in the pillows, okay, we are using these as it is soft. That is why we are using this in pillows and the cushions, mattresses sometimes. Yes, so this softness is the property of this material, that it is it is used for filling up of the cushion or rather the pillows. I hope you all have understood this, children, now. So I think this is enough for today's session. Okay, so before winding up this class, let us recapitulate or let us summarize what all things we have discussed today. Recap. Today we have discussed different properties of materials, under which we have discussed appearance and hardness. We discussed that different materials have different properties which decides their uses. So dear students, I hope that you have understood the entire topic, or rather the topics which we have discussed today in this session. Yes, so I wind up for today. Thank you so much for listening to me, and stay safe, stay healthy, take care.